Good morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. I'm Tracy McCain here with Christian Morgan and the beautiful expecting mom.
Oh,
Megan
thank you.
Birthday girl.
Yes, she is the birthday girl.
Oh, thank you. On Sunday, I appreciate all the love this morning. Tracy gave me gifts that are literally perfect for another expectant mom. I mean, diapers and a maternity dress.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I gotta tell you, when you are pregnant, the best gifts come from people who were pregnant too. Yeah, exactly. Because they know exactly what to, like when my husband got Trevor that book. What was it called?
It's something for dads.
It's like help, my wife's having a baby or something.
It's still on his nightstand table. There's a bookmark in it, so he's read some of it.
Sorry, my gifts will be no good. I know
It's
nothing
so
about
funny.
it.
No, but you bring different gifts,
Yeah,
Christian.
you do.
And they're better because they affect all of us, like the weather. Can you count that as a gift?
Maybe?
Yeah,
I consider it as a gift.
It's
Sunday's
awesome.
weather looks nice.
Yeah, it is. Weekend weather's great. This morning, it's kind of I'm going to stay inside and nap a little longer kind of morning. Gray is the theme across the triad this morning. Temperature's a little warmer, too. We've been in the 40s every morning this week since Sunday up until now. We're stuck in the mid-60s. A lot of that, of course, is in part to the southerly warm wind that we have, also in part to the fact we have extra clouds around this morning. Those clouds tend to keep things a little bit warmer. Take your pick. 64 in Greensboro now, 66 in Winston-Salem, 64 in Asheboro, 63 in Lexington. Now, the other thing you probably noticed is that the humidity is a little bit higher than it has been. That's one thing we haven't talked about all week. It will fall off as we go into your Saturday behind that cold front, but it's kind of a touch and go situation this week. We'll have a couple different systems that head our way with the chance for some rain, and so it makes sense that our humidity levels would go up a bit. On the radar this morning, not too much happening. We have seen a few isolated showers across the Piedmont. That's about all we'll see in the way of rainfall today. As this cold front passes by the Piedmont this morning, we'll hold on to those extra clouds and that low shower chance. But as it passes by this afternoon, high pressure will start to build back in. We'll see clearing skies for your Friday evening, and that will set the stage for a nice weekend of weather with high pressure largely in control for Saturday and Sunday. Now, quickly as we go into your Monday, we'll turn our attention to this next system with another cold front and an area of low pressure that will bring us some rain for Monday evening going into your Tuesday, and then it does cool things back off even more as we go into the middle of the week. So again, the plan this morning, mostly clouds, a little more in the way of sunshine this afternoon. Those extra clouds and a little bit of rain hold our temperatures back to the low 70s today. And this picture, without a doubt, my favorite one that I have seen all week from the Blue Ridge Parkway. This, of course, is along the famous Lynn Cove Viaduct. This is what the colors looked like on Wednesday afternoon. So the colors are peaking along the parkway from Grandfather Mountain up to Mount Mitchell, and really anywhere all the way down to Boone and Blowing Rock now having really, really good color. So if you're getting away this weekend to the mountains to see the fall colors, perfect weather to do it. Saturday in the low 60s in Boone, upper 60s on Sunday. Asheville a little bit warmer in the upper 60s on Saturday and low 70s on Sunday. 7-day forecast has some ups and downs and a couple little twists and turns. The weekend is great. Enjoy that. Things get a little more dicey as we go into the upcoming work week. We will be a little bit cooler thanks to some extra cloud cover, and we'll have better chances for rain. One system heads our way Monday evening into Tuesday, another one on the way by Thursday.
Scott said he loves the low dew points.
I know, it's nice. It's been nice.
All right, well, this morning we are talking about sleep. The one thing we all so desperately need, but we struggle just to get a little bit more than the next night, right? Yeah. It is not that common that we have a full 8 hours, especially on this shift when...
I don't know the last time I got 8 hours of sleep.
College, maybe?
Maybe.
It's been a while.
I know, and you don't even have kids yet, so just wait.
I guess I'm priming myself for that.
You should sleep 8 hours now.
Yes, get it in now because it's not going to happen later. So sleep is supposed to be a basic function of life, right? But doctors say adults are not getting enough of it. Researchers at the Washington University School of Medicine say sleep is best in moderation. They found sleeping for short amounts of time or for long periods of time, 1.5 and 7.5 hours a night. So that means not enough or too much sleep can actually impact how well you think or process information.
Yeah, well, a lot of you can relate to this conversation and texted us on the Good Morning Show. Laura said she gets 8 hours of sleep every night. That's awesome, Laura. I would love to know your nightly routine. Jeff says on average he gets about 5 hours. Misty said she's jealous of the people who get 8 hours. She gets about 4 hours of sleep a night if she's lucky.
Wow. Kelly said it's a toss-up. The amount of sleep she gets a night depends really on the day, but usually she said it falls somewhere between 4 and 6 hours. Leah Wilson said her sleep varies too. She gets between 3 and 6 hours of sleep each night. And here's one from Eric Wilson who said, with twin newborns, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Eric, congratulations, first of all. But oh my goodness, I cannot imagine. Good luck. We'll have to ask our Eric Chilton how he did it with twin newborns 18 years ago. Wow. Can you imagine?
No. My one child did not sleep through the night until he was 13 months old. And I was always envious of the moms on Facebook who were bragging that their like 8-week-old baby slept 9 hours. I'm like, wait, what? How is that possible? So I feel Eric, and he has doubled the intensity of that sleep deprivation with 2.
He was probably up early with them and texted us.
Exactly.
So you're right. Sleep is, with children is obviously hard, or grandchildren. Anytime you have children in the home, sleep is going to be hard. But I find now that I'm also taking care of my elderly parents, it becomes, no sleep whatsoever. Either I'm with them or I'm with my children, and I don't get a lot of time for me, which is okay because I'm happy to be there for my family because they poured so much into me, right? So I'm just giving back. But I am going to try to make a commitment to at least get more than 4 hours of sleep each night. It is having an impact on me. I'm not eating well. I am not sleeping well. I am not able to do that great at my job, which could impact other things. So I really need to step it up a little bit. So how about you, Christian?
I have never gotten enough sleep, I don't think. At least that's what my mom and my dad and my grandmother have always told me. I've just always been a person, that's always on the go. And I mean, okay, prime example here. I actually considered and almost went to the Appalachian State game on Wednesday night.
I can't even believe
And then
that
I
was
was going, then I was like, I'll be fine yet to come back to work on Thursday. And then I sat down for a minute and I was like, maybe that's not the best choice to make. But I tried to get, now before moving to mornings, I worked night side. So I was used to staying up till 2. Now I get up at 2. And so kind of adjusting that took a while. And the hardest thing for me is I've always been a night owl. And so just training myself to go to bed has been the toughest thing. So I usually try to get around 6 hours of sleep during the week when I'm working, and then I usually catch up some on the weekend.
That's such a big sign of maturity, not just maturity, but the fact that you need to get sleep. It's like, I think that's like a sign that you are thinking for like the betterment of like your body and yourself. Whereas when you're in, you know, those other phases of life, you're just like, I'll sleep later.
It's fine.
It's all good.
I still have plenty of friends here at work. They're like, when do you sleep? Like, because I'm always on the go. I like to be active. I like to be doing things. But I do have to at some point say to myself, okay, now's the time to be done with this day, and I have to go to bed.
Well, you have your band too. So obviously those are evening gigs. And so you have to kind of factor in and like catch up when you can, even though there's kind of mixed research on whether catching up really aids
works.
I heard it
or is it detriment? Sometimes it can make you feel groggy.
Adrenaline does an immense amount of work too. Like if I work on a Saturday morning and then we play Saturday night, I usually don't get a nap in between, but I'm usually okay because I guess just the excitement of playing and of doing something always, just keeps me going. And then when I get home, I'm like,
crash.
I think it's always different when you enjoy doing the things that you're sacrificing sleep for. You know, like if you're looking forward to the show and you're like, I'm not gonna be able to get to sleep. Like Friday night, when you went to see Wicked, right? You probably didn't sleep. Or maybe you did take a nap, but
I took a power nap. But no, I was so pumped up to go.
Exactly.
Even though
adrenaline.
By 9 o'clock I was like, whew. Intermission. I'm like, okay, gotta refuel.
So if you make the sacrifices worth it, you're like, okay, I can power through. But it does catch up with you. So let's hear some of these comments here. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up because it's just easier. Nadine said, I'm not a night person. I'm not a morning person either. Catch me at noon.
How about that?
I love that.
Nadine is awesome. Kim said, I can function on 5 to 6 hours of sleep, depends on the pain that she's experiencing at the moment. Lee Childress said, have a 1-year-old. The last year of sleep has decreased from about 7 hours of sleep to 5 hours on average, hoping to up it around 6 hours. And Megan and I feel your pain. Tim Rica said, I am permanently exhausted. And I feel like you and I are sisters because that is my entire state of being these days. I'm permanently exhausted. Joanne says, does this mean he's hyper? I wonder if she's talking about you, Christian. Are you hyper?
Yes, I am.
Nadine said, if only she had 4 hours of sleep at night, she would be a living, walking zombie. Kim said her son was a good sleeper as a baby and still sleeps well as an adult. He's 31 now. And Debbie said, I get at least 7 hours.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, we did hear from some guys. William said 5 hours. And Bobby said that he is the same way, talking about that he doesn't get enough sleep. So it is a commodity that we should all take more seriously.
Yeah.
We should. I mean, there is literally medical research upon medical research suggesting that it does take a toll. And even if it's not immediate, long term, it can take a toll. So yeah, prioritizing sleep is something a lot of us don't do, especially Americans, where we live to work. In Europe, it's the opposite. They work to live.
Yeah.
You know, you probably heard that analogy before. And so, yeah, this is something I think all of us need to maybe talk to our doctors about and prioritize, sit down with our spouses or whoever supports you in your life and say, hey, how can I make this work with my family?
I think
take care of myself.
I think it's about the quality of sleep you get too. You know, you can lay down, whether you lay down at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever it may be, no matter how long you stay in bed, you know, if you're up and down all night or you sleep an hour, then you're awake an hour, you're back down an hour. I think that really impacts it too.
Right, that's true. And you know, doctors have always said don't eat before you go to bed. But I find eating right before I go to bed helps me sleep.
Gives me heartburn.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I know that there's medical, expertise about this, but for me, if I eat something warm, like a cookie that I've warmed up in the microwave and just eat that right before I go to bed, I'm like,
oh, that sounds good.
I fall right out. Granted, I know it's probably not helpful for the waistline, but I need sleep.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us about this conversation. We'll have plenty ahead. We do need to get to some of your headlines, though. And North Carolina law enforcement searching for a man that could be headed to the Triad. Richard Mundy is supposed to be in prison for robbery, but the Department of Corrections says he walked away from work release, his site, yesterday, and investigators think he's now headed this way because he used to live in Guilford County before he was arrested. They say Mundy has tattoos on his arms and hands, including one of an eagle on his right shoulder. If you see him, call 911. Greensboro police are looking for answers in a deadly shooting that killed an 18-year-old Guilford County student. Greensboro police say someone shot Brendan Reardon on Kildare Drive on October 12th. That was a Tuesday, and police say he died from his injuries the following Monday. Redfern was a student at Page High School in Greensboro, and police are investigating his death as a homicide. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers.
Well, did you hear about this huge news from the CDC? More COVID vaccine boosters are rolling out to vaccination sites and pharmacies across the country. Last night, the CDC okayed boosters for both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines, which now join Pfizer in being able to go into arms. The agency also gave the nod to mixing booster shots, meaning you can get a booster brand that is different from your original brand. Eligible Moderna and Pfizer booster groups must wait 6 months after their second shots before they can get boosters, but all J&J recipients can get their boosters 2 months after their single dose of J&J. Well, on the heels of this, a new study shows promising results for Pfizer's COVID booster shot. Research found it's 95% effective against the original strain and the Delta variant. Doctors tested more than 10,000 fully vaccinated people. Right now, the Pfizer booster shot is approved for certain groups, the same as Moderna, including adults 65 and older and anyone 18 and older at high risk from the virus, either through a medical condition or through workplace.
So it is that time of year where everyone's trying to get their hands on pumpkins and take a part in all these fall events.
Yes, farms around here are bursting with activity as farmers make it through one of their busiest seasons. This morning, WFMY News News Denise McMiller visited a local farm to highlight some fun activities you and your family can explore this weekend.
Well, I am here at Fairy Tale Farm Animal Sanctuary where they have this awesome pumpkin patch set up. You can actually see one of the kiddos here picking one of the pumpkins out himself, but you want to make sure you have the perfect pumpkin. You know, when you're carving these pumpkins, you want to make sure you're picking the right one. So I have Kimberly Dunkel here, the owner of Fairy Tale Farm. So talk a little bit about how folks can make sure they're getting the right pumpkin.
Well, I think the best way to get the perfect pumpkin is just to find the one that speaks to you. Some people love them to be big and perfectly round, and some people really enjoy like kind of the funkiness of the odd-shaped pumpkins. It also kind of depends on what you're going to be doing with it. The darker orange ones are better for carving, and some of the lighter colored ones are better for cooking. If you're going to use it for that purpose, because they don't have as many seeds.
All right, and I know you all have 4 acres here, so this isn't the only thing that families can do. Talk about some of the other activities.
Yeah, so we try to do a lot of fun stuff around here. For the fall, we're having movie nights, we're having a not so spooky trail, which is a hayride down through the woods with some little surprises along the way that aren't too scary. We also have some stuff coming up for the Christmas holidays, another hayride. So we try to do fun stuff all the time, and usually family-friendly kind of things.
All right, and what makes Fairy Tale Farm different is they actually have some rescue animals. Talk about how folks who come out can support these animals.
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit, and we take in farm animals or animals that are not traditionally cared for by typical rescues. So we have goats, we have a mini mule, we have rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters, all those kinds of things, and all of them are rescues of some kind. Some of them have special needs, and that's why they came to us. But there's a lot of ways you can help. Just coming to the events, every dollar we make supports the animals. It goes directly back to them. And then there are volunteer opportunities, there's other donation opportunities. We have a wish list of supplies that people can help donate, but mostly just come and visit.
All right, perfect. So a lot of these events are kicking off this weekend. We'll have a list of them on our website at WFMYnews2.com. And if you're interested in supporting this rescue center, we'll have that information online as well.
Oh, that looks so fun. Okay, so let's talk about our favorite time of week here on the Good Morning Show. Time to sit back, relax, and just reflect on life's many blessings. I know you're busy getting ready for your day, but taking the next couple minutes for some brief meditation will start your weekend with a positive outlook. I asked you on my Facebook page, Megan Malaris News, to tell me something good, big or small, that happened in your life recently. Joan and her daughter saw Wicked. They said the Tanger Center is outstanding and they so enjoyed the show. April received her acceptance into graduate school. Shannon finished cutting, staining, building, and hand painting her wedding plaque. Only 2 months to go until the big day. Shayna and her husband celebrated their 8th wedding anniversary. Becky saw the Rolling Stones in concert in Charlotte and said it was an awesome show. Randall got to talk to guys from his Army Reserves unit and said it was really nice after a hard day. Tiffany celebrated 16 years as a pharmacy technician, all with the same company. Gussie took a beach trip to Corolla. Rhonda headed to the state fair, and Melissa got a promotion. And on the Good Morning Show, some of you texted in your responses. Sadie says she booked plane tickets for a trip to New Orleans next spring and got 4 tickets for the price of 1. That's awesome. Robin said she starts a new job Tuesday and is getting $22,500 bump in pay. Wow, she said it's more than she's ever made. Congratulations, Robin. That is awesome.
That is amazing. Congratulations. Clearly, I need time to take that in, to swallow that. Because I'm like, that's pretty awesome. So my something good is similar. No, not a bump in pay, but about a vacation. My husband and I booked a 4-night getaway to either Barbados or Bahamas. I can't remember. He told me it was a B. One of those. And I'm excited. It wouldn't matter if we were going anywhere, honestly. Just to have some time alone is kind of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. It's not until July, but now I have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Absolutely.
So fun. Christian, what about you?
Mountaineers won on Wednesday night.
They sure
yes,
did.
They did. In a big way. I heard about that.
Did y'all hear about that?
Just a little bit.
That's my big tell me something good. That was my exciting thing this week. And I've been out for a couple weeks, just kind of taking a breather from playing at church. I played for a long time through the summer and up through the beginning of fall. So I took a couple weeks off just to kind of rest and relax. And so I'm back playing with our worship team this weekend. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That's exciting. I want to thank all of you for your kind birthday wishes and love. So appreciated. My other Tell Me Something Good this week was I got to see the baby on an ultrasound again. A few weeks ago when they scanned her, she was lying in a certain position, so they couldn't get all the measurements that they needed, so they had to reschedule it. So I was a little bit worried the past few weeks, but you know, everything's good, and it was really cute to see her face again. She looks a lot like her brother, the female version. It's kind of how I would describe it, but super cute, so we're getting really excited.
That is exciting. Yeah. Any closer to names? Not that you have to tell us, but are you closer?
We might have decided on the first, but we're up in the air on the middle, so it'll be something probably like traditional and classic. So.
Yeah.
There's Christian and
True,
there could
Megan.
be Christina after that.
Christian and Christina.
Oh my gosh.
That might be too much. I won't keep it straight.
Yeah.
How confusing would that be?
I call Josiah, Simone, and Julian different names every day. And I just expect them to answer. So if you make them too close, you just forget about it.
My grandma still, when the whole family is together, just calls everybody by name. Like Chris, Shay, Steve, Jared, whatever, whoever you are, just come here.
Come here.
Right. That's so funny. My brothers have M names like I do in all 7 letters, and so it was confusing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it can be.
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, will get harder as you get older. I mean, your memory starts to go. You're like, yeah.
And you don't get enough sleep, it'll really go fast.
Oh my gosh, that's me. So let's see. A lot of people talking about some good things that have happened recently. Kim said she spent the weekend with her granddaughter.
That's fun.
Wonderful. Cherie said she finally went out to eat. Yes.
All right.
I hope it was wonderful. Let's see. Scott Lynch says he wants whoever is getting the $22,500 bump in pay. He wants your job. Let's see. Joanne said she has most of her Christmas shopping done. And Kim sounds like she's just very excited for you and baby girl.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So a lot of great things happening in our communities, in our lives. And it's always nice to just sit back and reflect a little bit.
It is. It really is.
Lots of people talking about their blessings. A big blessing is a forecast.
Yes, it is. Nice weather this weekend. Let's take a quick look at that 7-day forecast. We have clouds this morning, keeping that low chance for an isolated shower in. Most of us will stay dry, though. We get some clearing as we head into your Friday afternoon, and the weekend is gorgeous. If you like it a little cooler, then tomorrow, Saturday, will be your day. If you like it a little warmer, Sunday is your day. Rain chances creep back in next week.
All right, so we just reflected on all the great things happening in our lives, but let's take a minute to laugh at some of the crazy things we do on the Good Morning Show. This is a look at the best of GMS. Have a great weekend.
Here we go.
Very excited about the cooler weather that's
Oh
on the
yeah,
way.
yeah. I think our producer is as well. Yeah, she said, show that graphic that's got the blue. Well, that's a color pattern for cooler air. And yeah, look at all that blue.
It was such a closed off time over the last year, but it really kind of allowed people to explore and kind of jump out of their comfort zones and really kind of try something new.
Unfortunately, I didn't do anything to take advantage of it. No skills to speak of. A lot of great family time, but that's it.
Added a child to the mix, so
We definitely did
Another
that,
one.
didn't we? Yeah, we had a baby. Now that it's starting to feel a lot more like fall, did you turn on your heat, and how high did you set your thermostat?
And I'm one of those people that's always cold. I have my air set to 77, so surprisingly, I didn't feel like I needed to turn it on.
your home was still hot.
Just keep it warm.
You know, I feel like every year at this time, it also becomes like this challenge. It's like, okay, well, how tough are you? I didn't turn my heat on yet.
Something good happening literally right now. Baby girl is kicking. She likes this good news too. So that's pretty cool. I think she wants to co-anchor with us today yet.
There you go. That sounds nice.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. I'm Megan Malaris with Tracy McKay, Christian Morgan, and I, Denise McMiller.
Yeah, the police are coming to get Christian Morgan for this cool air. They're like, that is against the law.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You didn't break any laws.
Walking is king. You hear what I said? At a nice brisk pace, you can burn from 100 to 300 calories in 30 minutes of time.
Walking right now, right? Just get it going. So now we know it's very possible to walk off the pound.